संपन्न सनातन वैदिक हिंदू धर्म,
globally glorifying the traditional Vedic Hindu knowledge system and culture.
So towards that, I have a great passion about astrology. I was working and practicing. Based on that, you can explore the way how our MRI scans, CT scans are working and today, which is going to be almost 70 to 76% accuracy. So with astrology, I am sure I give you 100% of 90 to 93% accuracy. I reached with almost 50 charts analyzing it. So I have a great proof on that one. It's a very great concept. I'll slowly start with that with the detailed analysis, detailed results. I study multiple charts and explain each and every one. So the concept called the roots of Neuro-Ayurvedic Astrology. I'm just connecting back to the Vedic astrology, Vedic concepts, which again go back to the neurological disorders, neurological factors, and Ayurvedic point of view. How see the problem is, any problem you can go with any medical industry, there is a chances of you can find. I am here for that. I gave the solution. There are 10 to 15 students I work with them. I given to the medicine and even all the Ayurvedic one. They recover much faster than what they have medical, because they have a lot of side effects that one. With Ayurveda there is zero side effects. I can give you that guarantee on that. So with that I start with that. So I am presenting on the second world conference on Microbiology and Vedic medicine. I am purely concentrating on the Vedic medicine point of view, how it will be used for that. So by the way, I was a faculty member for the one of the great initiatives taken here by the KVN. So I was part of chapter 4 to driving the whole part of it. So I awarded multiple things are there. Touching on other simple topics. So I don't want to go much complicated ones. Very simple things. What is the roots of Vedic astrology and Vedic sciences coming into picture, right? So that is where we need to understand. And where the neurological disorders will be there. What is the Ayurveda will tell that, and how one connecting that with the case study I will explain in detail, and I have a conclusion and a future scope what exactly I was doing for the session. So just connecting to the right, so where these are all coming in, and it has to be taken care by the Guru Shishya. So if Guru is there, the Shishya will be there, and what Chaturya, what Shuddhi is perfect, then what can be done in astrology. There is no doubt. It's not like that, hey, I can read the astrology for 15 years and I can do the magic of it. No, until you don't have a Guru Diksha, blessings, it's very hard to understand. Even sometimes I go without any chart, by using a Krishna chart, and I use the Mangala chart, I on the spot I will connect. So when I talk to the Krishna also on the spot I use the Krishna chart. So there are multiple events I multiple places. Even I come from the airport, somebody is talking to me. So I spot on the way. So there's a miracles can do it if you know them correctly. That's the astrology I tell them. So astrology and Vedic sciences, it's not like that anybody cannot learn it. Everybody can learn it, but it should be having a perfect ability and sadhana, and at the same time good dedication, right? So another part is like time and the event of. So this is one of the sensitive like there in the Veda. It's very clearly says 360 days what we have a solar, what we have a lunar, and what we have a number of days, weeks. Everything was explained clear, right? It's a very clearly so this is very clear part of it. Veda 1.164.48 is clearly said that whatever I am going to talk on Murta, it's nothing but whatever you are closing the eyes and opening the eyes, that's what is the so that is the second you are finding what is there on that day, what is there today, right now, Bharat is going to be happening morning. I'm waiting for that to go complete because now the Astami now is not good. I'm waiting for that to go and came back to Bharat. See how the events could be happening, right? If you think purely going to be happening, whether the crowd is less or doesn't matter, I'm reaching people one or two, it's absolutely fine. So now it is a college. Look at which nakshatra is running, Revati nakshatra. So Revati nakshatra a tremendous number of people can easily understand. Right? So after the time I so it's very clear what is like. If you see the Oshadi Sutra, right? There's a 2 points from this one. Oshadi Sutra will tell you to chant the mantra to make sure you will get energy as a positive energy, and with that energy you automatically heal yourself. That's the first point. And the second point is whoever the Charakas and the Sushrutas who are in the Vedic sciences, right? They do went for the Himalayas and other areas to collect the herbs on this particular time. Right? If you have a particular time and particular chant mantra, whatever the you create of your own medicine, it's going to work like a drug. If you do it at the wrong and wrong time and wrong guru was shown to the path, definitely that whatever the medicine is not going to work at all. That's for sure. So the main point is connecting back to the guru path. Chanting a proper mantra will take you to the proper step. Either you are practicing or a self-person like you are having a health. These are the 2 concepts are there for to catch from the Rigveda. It's a very clear again. The Rigveda says mantra and 97 says clearly. Any Aushadhi, this is saying that your Aushadhi is the medicine. Going to be taken at the correct time. That's all it is saying. And it has to be taken care of. It is not like that I go to the I do my own. No, it's not going to work. So that's the beauty of Ayurveda and that's the beauty of astrology. These 2 are connected. Now moving towards how I am going to be connecting back to the medical field and how the medicine is going to be factored. What was the remedies and compounds offered? 3 diseases are there in the world. So somebody can walk on the street, all of a sudden he has no idea what to do. And there are it's all connected to your spine. That's it. Okay. So now this is something I was working very closely with the research. If you create a neurotic sensor, so I have moved about the last point. If you connect with a neurotic sensor, you just connect to your spine with the same nerve. That's all. You just connect it, keep on connecting back to your quantum computer. All the patterns will come. This quantum computer, whatever you have, connecting back to your MRI, it will give you the 100% improvement, at least 93% improvement. Presently, you don't see it. The problem with the neurological disorders is like, the moment I found the lesions in the brain, with this movement, MRI will capture it. After 5 minutes of a duration, these lesions will be moved back to here. And the brain is such a way that we have a slab over here. This entire brain, we have a slab. Fill this down, if you keep any number of sensors, it will work out. If you insert a sensor over here, this slab will cut, it won't give you anything down. Right? So for that, I have a proposal for the US patent also. The reason is, if you make a sensor such a way, it will be dissolved in a water, which will go to your brain. It's small, compared to your thin air, it will go to the brain and it will dissolve. There is no harm at all. It's like it captures what you are consuming as this thing. It will go on there and it will capture all related patterns, keep on feeding to your computer, and whatever the lesions occurring, and we are comparing with the healthy person to the non-healthy person, we can easily compare what is going to happen. This is entirely the story of how the scientific as well as the medical medicine is going to be followed. gone through multiple charts and come up with a solution whether we can find out who the astrology. That's what my first step. Yes, the solution is with astrology you can do that. By making a multiple charts analysis, I have see one point I can clearly say that astrology is a great subject. Maybe astrology may be wrong, right? Maybe already be true because astrology I can say that shastras and sutras and everything was given clearly, but we are not able to predict and we are not able to read correctly. Even one Sanskrit line can change a lot of meaning to the entire thing. But I understood wrongly. I put it wrongly, and again I passed it to different students. It's the same way. It will keep on going. So I have Brahmasri clearly said that whoever comes for here and sharing Amrita Bindu, he was clearly said yesterday, right? Amrita Bindu is like someone is coming here, sharing Amrita Bindu, and also taking the Amrita Bindu with him. Right? This is the beauty of this particular Vedic Mahotsav, because I call it a Vedic Mahotsav, 3 days of full energy we have. Of course, the people are not able to do whoever pays, definitely they are connecting this subject. So that is where the astrology definitely will give you the solution, and there is a lot of different methodologies are there. And of course, yes, once you are very perfect in the maths, yes, you can do a lot of miracles to that. Okay? And then one can understand the astrology in a different level. I can say divisional charts, which are called as D1, D3, D60, D27, all those charts analyzed it. And one common factor I found out throughout the 50 charts which I studied. So one of the chart case study I put it right now and explain one common factor. It's going to be a like how it is going to happen in the astrology. So this is one of the medical point of I want to make it. That MRI or CT will be only the 76% right now. Even though you can go to the sophisticated super specialty hospital, this is the maximum MRI CT will get 76 only. What happened to the 14-24% to the remaining? Because even the diseases are detected in the 20% of it, right? So it happened to one of my family members. We went to hospital, in one of the very prestigious hospital, and it was detected and telling that the patient was fine. Once we came back home, we feel that the patient is not well at all. And we went to other hospital and did the one more time diagnostic, which is even not enough. So look at how things are happening in the medical field. Again, we went because we are the middle class, we are okay to family, but what about the poor families? They don't have money to go to the multiple city hospitals and all, right? If there is a diagnostic comes, purely test on that one. But what happened, the disease which are there inside of it, nobody is detected. So this accidentally happened to my family member. I was more interested on this particular case. So I thought, don't worry, even the money will go out. We'll go to the diagnostic center and find out one more time. That when we do the third time of diagnostic, it was found there is a real neurological disorders the patient was facing into. Even one of the topmost medical hospitals was failed to detect. What could be the reason? I found out, is there a problem with the hospital? No. The problem with the equipment what we are going to use it. I came from the semiconductor industry. I know how the equipments are working on. One time we did our laptops. It works like a miracle in one time. All of a sudden if something fell down. So it will be improved by the 20% was improved for one person. There was a day I went and talked to him. I gave the medial method. He was improved. He literally started walking from the bed to certain distance. I was monitoring for the 20 days. It was much more improved. While calculated for the 10 to 15 days of duration, it was 20% was well, it was good. On what basis? Then the same person was taking the medicine, even he had a lot of side effects, which is improved by the simple remedial kind of hospital. So one case, then the 4 to 5 different cases I approved it, applied it for low symptoms. And cinnamon and feral helps to record by 15% for their regular out of all 15 one is our dalchin we call it as cinnamon. So we'll talk about the Ayurvedic one, and there is a pedal called Savan. I just want to small story. Want to share it. Like if you see the Alabama, who start first use the Savan in those golden days, right? What was the reason behind it? To recognize the way he cooked it, and the way is the whatever he used the aroma has to reach the entire kingdom. So making that the Alabama is cooking there. That's the message has to be passed there. So that is the 2 points first used by Alabama researchers. And the other thing is whoever used Alabama is a very great Ayurvedic knowledge. What he was telling is Alabama clearly said if we use this recipe in a proper quantity, not like excess, not more or not less. If we use proper quantity, it is also was very good digestive system for the regular body. It's cleansing entirely your body. Your body is going to be cleansing, right? You wake up every morning, start working, your functioning, everything is good. But if the body is not good and your digestive system is not good, right? Whatever you are eating, it's not going to be digested now. So Savan is going to work. Even it will improve your immunity system. So that was the one. And cinnamon that is the one of the even the small kids who are eating and not eating properly, right? Use this dark powder with hot water will definitely improve your immune system and they start eating properly and it will healthy properly. So vitamin D and all those things will be a part of existence. One day another part asking that, sir, my son is not well. So because whoever asked me, right, on that day, on that moment, I take my chart in my brain, which is a Prashna Jataka. I take it, what is running on that moment? Okay. I asked that man, you are asking about particular issues, your health related issues, standard one. Absolutely, I have answered with my son. That was the first question was answered. The second question is, I asked, like, is it related to something the brain or the mind related? He told, yes, he was not able to walk because of getting down from the day one when he walked. He had some physical related neurological disorder. It was detected, but it was not cured at all. For a longer time, we went for all the prestigious doctors and hospitals, nothing was not there. So now I told her, share your chart, this chart, let me look into that. Okay? Now it's a very clear mark. Look at any neurological disorder. Look at the Rogasthana, which is the 6th house from the ascendant. Ascendant is the, which is the ascendant, Gemini ascendant, 6th house, Mercury is retrograde. It's absolutely something related to the brain. Right? That is the first clue. Okay? Now, during this, the point it was running into Rahu Mahadashi. The Rahu is the one who will take you to the imaginary world, like everything changes. And also you see that there was a connection to the Mars. Second house, the Mars is there. It is going to give you the clear path for the surgery. Somewhere or other he has to go to surgery. So it is second house. What is the second house? It is the Dhanasthana. Right? So wherever the Dhanasthana and Mars will be located, definitely that is going to take to the high amount of hospitalization and a huge amount of spending. Very clear part. Now, interest to my knowledge, I went to the further study. D6 and Navamsha. Okay? So I'm not talking about all the other implications. Just look at the Mercury again. Mercury again retrograde in Trikana. And Sastamsha D6 also Mercury is retrograde and Navamsha Mercury also retrograde. That is clear path. There is something related to the neurological disorders. Okay. So what sort of a neurological disorder? Now look at the Navamsha. When you see the Navamsha, now categorically putting all 153 neurological disorders into one slot. Right? 9 into 27, 108 almost I will cover. Right? So rest of the 50 to one more, I can cover the one more 2 times. That's all. So I can take the total 140, 150 diseases, I can cover with only Navamsha. Now let me take the category of K2 Mercury. K2, whenever the K2 conjoined with Mercury retro, it is going to disconnect. Wherever the Ketu locates, he is going to disconnect that. If it is sitting with the family, fourth house is a comfort job, he is going to disconnect. So that guy will obviously go somewhere to Himalayas or some other place where there is no life for the family. Or that's a Ketu will take. It's moksha. If you look into the sadhu's life, definitely the Ketu will be more. Okay. Okay. Even Nirvana deeply and Sastamsha we talked about, and Dwadashamsha D12 look into that, and Nakshatramsha D27 and Dimshamsha look into that. All of them, again the common factor is mercury retrograde. Right? So it is even whichever the chart you go, whichever the area you go, whichever the formulas you will take it, astrology will tell you something else. All we need to open up our mind and look into it. That's all. There are multiple things which I can talk about in business company, only focusing on astrological. Right. So this is the Pataki chakra which I again experimented. So look at the way Mercury is sitting again. Right? So again the Mercury is retro. Okay? Rahu is connected. Surya is there. So what exactly this Tripataka chakra will say is, wherever the Pataka will be there, in exactly opposite directions, in three directions, Veda will be. What is the Veda? Veda is a destruction, disturbances. Right? So Mars is disturbing your Mercury. It means what? Like there is something else, this guy has to go to the hospitalization. Mars is indication for blood, that's all. Blood, injuries, cut, wounds, all the Mars will indicate. Now that will be connected to your Mercury because of the brain. We went to the almost 30 times big surgeries. Right? That was clear. So surprise to my work. If the karma is going to be there, it is going to happen. Nobody is going to stop it. Until unless you do certain sanskaras, sadhanas, we can do that. But without that, it has to go through it because you carry some energy, right? Where you have to put that. Either you can use it or you can throw it. You can't throw it because it has to be go into your life. That's what the karma siddhanta whatever is going to happen. Right? So this is one of the things, like Vinastic Varga, again the Vinastic Varga, you look into the Sarvastic Varga, everything, all the Sarvastic Varga you can calculate, everything you can get it. The Yoga chart, ascendant 26 is there, an average again, right? Look into the Mercury, again from the ascendant of second, so again it will come back to the 4 point, again average. What it means is, the Vinnastika Varga will give you the clear indication for this, the person how he is going to survive, what kind of medical support will come into picture. So this is a clear part. How much you will put the money in the hospitalization. He will be go to hospitalization, put the medicine, come back home, sleep again. After 10 days, again the pain will be there, again go hospital. This will continue for 14 years. It was there from the childhood, now the person becoming 14 years. Continuously going on. Last couple of 2 years after the remedial measures, whatever covered, it was much improved, 20% improved. At least with the help of mother, open walking strategies. Right. Now look into the Shambhala, what it is talked about. Okay, there are the Shambhala, so many 7 points are there. The strength of each planet and Bhavabala, Shambhala, all of them. Inside of that, Vishwabhakala, Panchavargayagala, Dwalashvargayagala, every concept of it, look into only the Mercury. Just look into the Mercury. Again, it is an average. Okay? So, whatever the energy is coming from the hospital or father, mother, just go away. But what would be the reason? I was more interested on this, only this person. There is nobody there, family member, what impacted us, what would be the reason? Now I went back to look into the 5th house and 9th house and 1st house, 159, which is a trine. Again, this is also part of the Vishnu Sana and the And it is also giving a clear path for you as a Lagna, Bharat, which is connecting back to 5th house, your children. 5th to 5th, again your father. Again, 9th to 5th, again your Lagna. So if you look into circular how it is, you, your father, your grandfather. And how you did a mistake in the Purva Janma, that is going to carry forward to all these people. Right? So that is called the Karma Siddhanta. It is going to teach you very clearly in the 5th house how you carry, how it has happened. All those people, only that person only suffering inside, and nobody, all things are inside. Wherever there is a family event, everybody is going to contribute. Even because the mother, just the same and crying, there is no way. But he is suffering a lot. It is a returning. It's also connecting back to a retrograde Mercury, right? So whatever he will do, whatever the medicine he will do, whatever the procedure he will do, again he will come back to the return to the zero position and again start going. This is not his life will go until it is the last death, last point of his death, he will continue this. So these are the astrological point of view. As a D1, what could be happening? How this person will be impacted because of the Lagna and Lagna Lord? What are the real impact? This is a purely astrological functions point of view. How it is, the person is suffering each and every time, and what chart will give you what result? D1 is going to give you, and the Virgo sign, based on what exactly will give you the Virgo sign, and what is the Virgo sign Lord, and D1 is D9, starting a position of Mars. What are the implications which are again go to your hospitalization, everything will come into picture. And D30, D47 will give you the, in a deeper into each and every factor, how it is running in. So this is in a second stage of review with the US patent. So I'll wait for their remarks, then we will work on that particular subject. So these are certain references which I was connecting with the books I was made into that, how they have already managed it back. You also have So as an auspicious day for this today, I am launching two astrological books. For novels which I was talking about. This is purely on the neurotic medical astrology expedition. It's a study of neurological disorders and early detection of diseases using the astrology. I'm going to write it. It's almost called done the last chapter. So I'm going to release soon in the online in 10 days. That was Chandra. So first of all, I want to say thank you to the Chandra for this opportunity and coming back to this platform of connecting to all of you. This is a next book which is coming up, and so this is another book which I am truly working on the Ayurvedic principles. What are the rules, what plans are needed, how we can utilize it, how much quantity we have to use it, which are the person you are using, and when to use, what to use it. It is not that I just pick up any plant and take whatever I want. So all those things which are written very carefully in the chart, something like all of them, but I am written in a simple way to reach out to the multiple people, only for the neurological disorders. All 153 diseases, I am going to come with a solution. That is my next approach. Alright, so this is the novel-based first astrology book which I am introducing in a first time. So this is again the launching is today itself. What it is says is it's a purely talks about a karma siddhanta. It's a real story. These two people, wife and husband, still staying in Bangalore. They came with Purva karma. In the Purva karma also they are both are wife and husband. Now this Janma also both are wife and husband. It was proven by the reincarnation, world reincarnation conference people. I was taking that as a reference and I am putting into in a chronological order astrological principles. How they came to this world. And I am going to give you in a novel based approach. The reason behind it, if you give any of my students or my children, right? They will tell you, Daddy, I want to read this one, how much you can take? These are all mythological books, I will read it when I will grow up. I told my daughter, better you read this book when I give you a novel page. Then when I open these 2 pages, she is interested. So I was starting into that way. Why can't we give you the novel-based astrology book rather than mythological book? Yes, storytelling will be more helpful rather than going into certain principles and everything. But with that, in astrology also I'm adding it. So whoever the more advanced people, they can easily connect with that. So this is what the story never started. It is the upcoming novel. Again, 10 days I'm going to release it. So it is available online also. So the 2 souls novel that is. This is another novel which again writing with the collectively work together. I'm happy to take any kind of knowledge. So one more point I want to make is like all these books, I'm going to sell it with the fee of many people. Whatever the money generated, I'm going to donate for everyone. Right? This is a social cause I did from 20 years. I got lakhs of rupees. Every money, single entity was distributed to all the poor people in the